bald eagles flying on that one, baby. What's going on, and welcome back. So today I want to do a little update video for you guys, because kind of left off the video of the N2MB box, kind of just left it off because it wasn't working. Well, I found the culprit after starting at the switch inside of the clutch, which is way up in the dash and a real pain to get to. Started checking there, worked my way back, and got to the plug that actually plugs into the N2MB box, and was checking it up front, continuity to the wire that I had up front here, and I wasn't getting it. I was checking the pin in the main computer harness. It's the lower connector. It's pin number 8, and I was checking that pin. I was getting no continuity with the plug that goes into the N2MB box. So I started probing around, and I found which one I was connected to, and it is the wrong one. So I was getting a constant 5 volts no matter which position the clutch was in, up or down, didn't matter. As long as the power to the car was on, it was getting voltage. So obviously something was wrong. That's why it wasn't working. That's why it wasn't changing in the software. So I finally found a wire. It's a green and violet wire. Well, apparently there are several green and violet wires in that harness going to that connector. So I guess before, you know, it's kind of late and I was trying to get everything hooked up. I thought I was on the right wire because I had the right colors, but I was not on the right pin. So now I have found a wire. I do want to show this to you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. And it's a real pain in the butt to even get in here to work. But I've already soldered the wire for the N2MB box onto the correct wire, hopefully this time. And but I wanted to show you guys which wire I was on and the wire that I'm on now. Hopefully you'll be able to see it on camera. So here we go. All right, if you can see in there, I'm trying not to get a glare with this light, but if you can see, there are two. Let me try to get some of this stuff out of the way. All right, if you look and you see the two things of electrical tape there. The one on the left is the new connection, and it's attached to a green and violet wire. The one on the right is the old one. You can see where I cut it off, hopefully. That is on another green and violet wire, but it is the wrong wire. So now I believe, and I've checked and double checked, we are on the right wire. So now the fun part of putting all this back together, taping everything up, putting that switch back up there, not fun. This is a pain right here. So I'm gonna get it all back together. I would try to get the camera up in under the dash, but it's hard for me to even get in there and even get my hands in there. So I'm gonna have to skip that part. I do have a diagram that I could probably post up in the video here. I'll try to do that so you can kind of see the headache that I went through to try to fix this. But it's my own fault. You know, we make mistakes. I thought I was on the right wire. It was the right color, but definitely not the right wire. So I'm gonna button this up and get everything back together, get that switch back in, and then head into the house. It's kind of late in the day, but tomorrow is supposed to be nice. So I want to come out, I want to hook the laptop up, get the N2MB set up through the software, and hopefully test it out. So stick around with this video and we'll do a little test. I don't want to do too much. I do want to try the 2-step. I probably won't try the wide open throttle shifts because I don't plan on driving the car, but I do want to try the two-step. I'm not going to do it for very long because that's extra fuel into the converters. I don't want to really mess those up. So I think once, maybe twice would be okay. But we'll give it a shot and we'll see what happens. I do want to make sure that it works. So one way to make sure it works is to test it out. So stick around this video and we'll test it out and see if we can make some noise. All right, so we tested the clutch in the N2MB software and it is now reading. So that is good news. That means we're on the correct wire this time. So we're gonna start the car, let it warm up a little bit, and we're gonna test out the two-step. I'm not gonna take it for a drive. We've got other work we gotta do. So I'm not gonna do that today to test the no lift shifts, and I probably don't wanna do that anyway, just because it's cooler outside and traction will probably be an issue. So we'll probably save that for the drag strip. But anyway, let's get the car started and get it warmed up and see what happens. Here we go. We're gonna test out the two-step and hopefully this works. Apparently all I gotta do is push the clutch in and mash the gas all the way to the floor and it should hit the RPM that I've got it set at, which is 2,500 RPM. So let's see what happens. Yeah, that worked. Awesome. Now we got a two-step and now we can launch wherever we want to. Add the drag strip once we get this thing set up. Hell yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's try it one more time. Just one more time. Woo! Bald eagles flying on that one, baby. We're not gonna do it anymore. That's loud. Holy crap, that is loud. That's pretty awesome. Yep. We are in business. Let me shut this off real quick. But that's that. The N2MB, as far as the two-step, it works. We'll have to test out the wide open throttle or the no lift shifts. We'll have to test that out. But looks like we're good to go because it is reading the TPS. I do know that. So, you know, we should be good with the no lift shifts. But anyway, huge shout out to Speed Addict 731. I actually had him on the phone and he sent me some diagrams and gave a good bit of help to try to figure this out. It wasn't what we thought it was. We thought maybe it was the clutch switch, but it ended up being my stupidity in wiring to the incorrect wire. So, but anyway, Speed Addict 731, much appreciated you helping me out, man. And we got it working. So that is awesome. But anyway, hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And we'll see you on the next one.